Alright, I quickly wanted to make this new video since my mind has just been expanding with ideas in the last couple of weeks. And fuck, what was that? And the main difference is that I just started talking again to guys who are doing and building cool shit, especially now with AI. And it's just, I'm just very used to doing things myself on my own, figuring things out myself on my own. And it just, it gives only my viewpoint, and I keep my weaknesses. And literally yesterday evening, it's the evening now, it's almost 9 p.m. At a long fucking day of work and thinking, but I'm still so fucking energized. Literally yesterday evening, I was like, I should text this friend of mine. Let's hop on a call that evening or tomorrow. He was directly like, all right, yeah, I have a few hours now. Let's do it now. So we hopped on a call, been in the call with him for 2.5 hours. First, like catching up, what was going on, and just after that, we got into like business, because it just turned out that the direction I want to go into with like education business and also partly like products and software, that's something he's doing and he's building. He's actually building an AI business right now. And my mind was already expanded with the possibilities of what AI could do by a call I had, I think 2 weeks ago, with a guy who also has his own AI agency. And also yesterday I was in this call with my friends for 2.5 hours, and I just realized how much this isolation mode of working is costing me. Like, I do work great when I'm alone and I'm focused, but I cannot only do that. Like, I have to keep talking to other people who are doing cool shit and that can listen to me and my ideas and then make something of it. Because that's literally what happened yesterday. Like, he knows a bit of my background and my knowledge, but I just explained my ideas and what I think is possible and problems are people dealing with. And he could so well like connect all the dots of what I was talking about and the possibilities with AI right now and the systems we could build and how we can easily test that. And it just blew my mind how much insights and connections we could make in one call just by two guys discussing like ideas. And right now I'm writing so much stuff out. Also here on my whiteboard, like I'm having so many ideas now. And the thing is that it were ideas that were already there. Like, it are not really new ideas. It are ideas or problems that I already knew that were there, but I did not know the solution towards it. And I always knew that I would benefit so much from a person who's more like developer minded or very deep into the AI, because it does interest me, but think I'm just great in like but that's it. So, well, to put it better, it's not where specifically my skills are. I've seen in different moments of my life, like when I started my business and I had Ryan, he was someone who was technically very great and could make things happen with my ideas. And he needed me and I needed him to make things happen. And that's how we could build cool shit and cool dashboards and things like that. Another example was when I was 12 or 13 years old and I was having these Minecraft servers. And I knew the basis of plugins and running servers. So I needed that basis to understand what was possible. But the moment I understand what was possible, I could benefit so much from people who knew how to do things in depth and to do something with my ideas and my knowledge that I have and the connections that I can make, and then build something with that. That's great. Like we had those Minecraft servers and I had developers who would just make sick plugins, which I didn't really know how they would do that. Like, I didn't have the technical knowledge about it. Same with the building of the server and the hosting and the running and I don't know what all the Python shit and all the coding. I have no clue what was going on, but it was great and I knew what was needed and they could help me bring that to life. Now just by especially the call from yesterday, but also already calls I had before, it's like, why do I try to do it all myself? Like, if I can have someone who's like a perfect complement to my skills, like, there's so much potential. Like, the reason I'm so hold back in my ideas for basically since I started my business, but especially like the last year a bit, is because I have these great plans, but it takes a lot to create them, and I don't have the necessary skills, and I need people who have with skills that complement me, and are also as driven as me. Like I also want people who are actually doing the thing because they want to do it and not because of the just only of the financial benefit. I want to work with people who want to do that thing, and that's why I'm now so excited and having so many ideas. I'm working out this whole plan of actually this is a sort of micro SaaS that I want to build for like small businesses, where you can basically run your finances in an easy way without all the headaches and as automated as possible, without having to use 10 different apps or having to connect 10,000 different things. And it's an idea I am having for 1.5 years now. The first time I thought about this, like this should be something that has to be built, as 1.5 years ago. It was very difficult. Well, it's still difficult, but now with the state of AI, it's actually possible. And now I know, I want to see where I can get this with my friend, and if not, I'm actually at that point where I want to get someone else in to do this with me. So I have that and the educational offer that I'm working on, where I struggled because the basis that I need for that educational offer or coaching, however you want to call it, is sort of like a financial basis and a financial systems. And I don't want to go back to a service only agency type month-to-month offer or finance delivery. That's just not what I want to do, and it's not where I think I can bring the most value or leverage. I have this knowledge in my head, and I don't want to do the same thing every single time, pretty much. And there are small tweaks, and that's why it's tough to outsource, because you have to know those tweaks. But now with State of AI and with my friend who just could break down my ideas, showed me how well it comes down to the knowledge that I have. We have to break that down. We have to, AI gets input, and it's like we have to make my brain into AI. Like, what would I do if I would do that for 100 different people 100 times? Like, what would the steps be where I go through in my mind? We have to train the AI to do that. And then I have to only do it once, and I have to do it perfectly once, and I have to make a great thing once. And that's what I find fucking exciting to do. And then it could help a lot of fucking people. And then we can go on to the next thing, and we can build a next thing. So I went a bit on a ramble, but the lesson that I want to share for myself, if I ever look back at this, is find the people with the same energy for a project as you have, who have like complementary, who have different skills than you. Like if you would work together, you actually have two different minds, and you would get to a better thing, and you could get to something great. Now I went to like notes I already made about these ideas over the last year. And it's like, yeah, I couldn't have done it alone. Like don't have all these skills. It's way too big. Like I don't have all the knowledge about all the different areas of development, coding, or even the marketing side. My friend gave me insights about like, yeah, we can just fucking make a waiting list, and before we create this whole thing, we even let people pay, and we have just validated the whole thing before we go build it. And it's like, yeah, of course, I've heard about that before, but I just, don't think about it. Yeah, that was my ramble. I'm going further with my writing it out, finding all the bottlenecks, but I'm stoked, like, because this is the type of shit I want to work on, like cool projects with cool people that have potentially high leverage outputs, in the sense of like, I make something now, I use my skills now, and that could help a lot of people without having me to repeat the same fucking shit. Because I don't like to do the same fucking shit, which is something I really had in the financial service space, where I just had to do the same thing over and over again. And yes, it could pay well, because in certain areas I had skills that not a lot of people have. Um, but that therefore also makes it so hard to outsource it. Yeah, I'm going back to work.